Hey, what's up? This is Robert from Software Sensei. I just wanted to say thank you for attending the workshop with me the other day. And I wanted just to let you know, to send you this message and let you know that if you're going through it right now, meaning that you're anxious about the situation that you're in and that we're all going through, you're uncertain about, your future and, maybe be financially or just in general, and you know that software development is the way out for you, to live a better life, to get yourself financially in a better position, to help your family, and to secure your future, but you're just overwhelmed by the options in front of you. I want you to understand this. I started in the exact same position, or maybe even a worse position than you're in right now. I had absolutely no degree, no skills, no network. I was kicked out of college in 2010, and I was working as a waiter for minimum wage in a country club here in my home city of St. Louis. And it was bad, right? It was very bad. I was struggling with addictions at that time, and every day it just seemed like I was spiraling more and more out of control because I didn't see a way out for myself. And I didn't see a way out, so I thought to myself, like, is this going to be my life forever? And so finally, a friend of mine sort of put me on and sent me an article about a coding boot camp in Chicago. It was one of the very first coding boot camps. And I immediately saw that this was my opportunity. This was a career and a path that I could get into without a college degree. I could be successful. I could learn something that was valuable, something that would be respected, and I could change my life. I applied to that boot camp. I got in, and I started my path and my journey of learning to code. Okay, but I cannot lie to you. I don't want to paint this as like all rosy, but especially in the beginning, learning to program was extremely difficult. It required me to completely alter the way that I was thinking, from carrying food and placing orders at a restaurant to solving programmatic challenges, to thinking in terms of problems and solutions in a more engineering mindset. And it took a long time for my mind to reorient itself towards what was necessary to become a professional programmer. So it was incredibly difficult, especially in the beginning. I thought about quitting a number of times, but I kept on pushing because this was my way forward and this was my path. This is really the only option that I had. And 9 months later, actually, I started in January of 2012, and by the middle of August of 2012, my life had completely changed. I started my very first job in software development. I was making 3 times the amount that I was making just a year before. I had purpose because I was working on a project that was helping. It was like a social network that was helping people basically with type 1 diabetes. We were essentially trying to find a cure for type 1 diabetes by analyzing blood glucose data and all this other stuff. So 9 months later, my life had changed. And I'm confident, and I know from experience, my own experience and the experience of my students, that with the right guidance, the right structure, the right people around you, you can do the same exact thing for yourself, no matter where you are today, no matter what you think about your math or science skills or whether or not you're cut out for it. I am 100% confident that you can do this with the right guidance and instruction. There are 3 major keys that I believe in order for you to change your life by getting into software development. And the first is to learn the right programming language, right? Not all programming languages are created equal. I recommend that you learn full stack JavaScript and just thank me later. And the reason being is because JavaScript gives you the most and best job opportunities possible. As you see here, there are over 24,000 job opportunities for JavaScript within this country because it's the most popular programming language. So that means for you, no matter where you are in this country, there is opportunity for you once you learn JavaScript. Number 2, by learning JavaScript, you don't have to learn, like for example, if you learned Python or if you learned PHP, you would have to learn PHP and JavaScript or Python and JavaScript just because this is the native language of the web. If you're building web applications, you have to learn JavaScript to some degree. So by learning full stack JavaScript, you can focus 100% of your time and your attention on just getting good at JavaScript and using that across the stack. It's okay if you don't know what that means right now. Just understand that it's important that you do that. And last but not least, JavaScript, learning full stack JavaScript, sets you up for a successful career, okay? Because this is the language that big tech companies have backed. The biggest tech giants of the world have invested billions of dollars and millions of developer hours, and every company beneath them is following suit. So Full stack JavaScript is the definite way to go for you to get a high paying job without a degree. The second thing is overwhelm that I see most of my students coming to me with. And that's the biggest problem with learning online is there's just an overwhelming number of paths to choose, right? There are literally millions of search results anytime you search anything online. Nothing's laid out in a structured way. That's really the key is you need to find a way to create structure for yourself. And that means structuring your curriculum that you're going to learn from start to finish, understanding what it is that you need to learn and when you need to learn that, and setting that up on a calendar for yourself so that you can use your limited free time wisely. And then on that calendar, let's say it takes you 12 months and you're mapping out all the skills you need to learn from start to finish. You're mapping out the projects that you need to learn from start to finish. You're mapping out the assignments that you need to do, the deadlines that you need to hit. That's extremely important to plan that structure for yourself so that you're not trying to figure out what you need to do every single day. You can just execute, in that hour and a half, that 2 hours that you have on a daily basis, you can make the most use out of it. The next thing is to find a mentor to give you individual feedback. And that's the huge thing to cutting down your learning curve, because by getting someone at your side who has been there and done that before, they can show you the things that you don't know. Right? They can answer the technical questions. They can help you on your job interview process. They can show you the shortcuts without you having to learn all these things on your own. And that's legitimately the best way for you to cut the time it takes for you in half to get this skill set. The next thing I recommend is get yourself inside of a community that holds you accountable to being consistent and to being motivated, because the people that are around you are super, super important. You can have people around you that are like crabs in a bucket, or just people around you who don't get your dream, your goal, and your vision, and they're not that supportive. Or you can have people around you who are all working towards that same goal of becoming a software developer, the same vision. They're working hard on a daily basis, and the momentum of those people that are around you will help carry you forward as well. If you have the right people around you, it makes it easy for you to show up on a daily basis because you're motivated just by their presence, right? You see them being consistent, so you're consistent. You have someone to reach out to when you're feeling some type of way about not doing your work for that day. You have people around you to hold you accountable, okay? So that's the second thing. And the third thing is you have to have a plan to land your first job within this industry. It's a little bit more difficult to land your first junior developer job than it is once you already have been in the industry and have skills. There's a little bit different way that you need to go around this. So you have to have a solid plan. The biggest thing that I recommend is to start building relationships in this industry as you're learning before you need them, right? So if you're learning process for you to go from zero skills to your first employed job is going to take 12 months, I recommend that the 6-month mark you start making connections with people in this industry, the right people, meaning people that can actually hire you, and you do that using cold outreach via email, okay? Basically, what you want to do is email these people, get them to engage with you, and get them to meet you face-to-face and in person, and that's still possible with the things that we're going through right now. Basically, what you want them to do is you want to get to know them and to show them your personality, show them your ambition, and more importantly, ask them questions about how you can get job ready, or about what the type of candidate that they're looking for to hire as a junior developer. What do you need to show them? Okay? And you're doing this way before you actually even apply or need a job. And then once you eventually have those skills, let's say 6 months later, once they already like you and know you, you have someone who is warm and friendly to reach out to that you can show your portfolio and your GitHub once you are ready, and it will make it very much easier to land your first job. That's the actual process that I went through in order to land my first job within this industry as well. And that's why it was so effective for me, so efficient. I was able to land my job in, like I said, just 9 months. So here's the thing. Would you like to get help with these three things? Right? You could choose to do this all on your own and make it hard on yourself, or you could choose the easy way. I've created a program, and it's called Zero to Developer Accelerator. And the essence of this is we specialize in helping beginner developers who are having difficulty teaching themselves to code online because they lack the right structure. They lack that start to finish plan. They lack the right guidance, the right feedback and mentors around them that can push them in the way that they need to be pushed in order to succeed. And we put them in a structured environment that helps them to get job-ready programming skills as fast as possible. And we do that by giving them individual feedback, the structure that they need, and by holding them accountable so that we can get them into their first remote job in software development, typically within 9 to 12 months. Okay, so there are 5 specific ways that this Zero to Developer Accelerator program can help you. Number 1 is you're going to learn the most in-demand skill set in this industry right now. As we talked about, that's full stack JavaScript. You will learn full stack JavaScript from start to finish, in particular the MERN stack, by getting through this program. The second great thing about this program is that you will get individual feedback from experts in this industry. So we put you around people within this industry who have jobs as working software developers, years of experience. So not only software developers at technology companies like my sister Iman, but like my friend Amanesi, who is a freelance software developer. He does e-commerce projects. Or my other friend Martin. He is a technology consultant. He consults with a few different software companies at a time. He works remotely and does his thing. So you get access to experts within this industry who have been through the exact same process that you're going through, and you get access to them in 3 different ways. So we have bi-weekly question and answer sessions every Tuesday and every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central, where you can jump online. We'll unmute your microphone. You can ask a specific question and you'll get a specific answer to whatever you're working on, whether that be technical or a business related question as far as you interviewing or whatever you need help with. You will get individual feedback. The third thing that's important about this is you will get the structure that you need to get yourself job ready as soon as possible. Once you get this program, all you have to do is log in, and everything is going to be laid out for you step by step every day. Your assignments, the lessons that you need, the required reading, the projects that you need to do, it's all going to be there for you. So you just show up and follow the path and process and understand that in 12 months, you will get to your goal of landing your first software development job. Fourth, our community keeps you motivated and accountable. You're going to be surrounded by passionate, hardworking, invested people who are serious about becoming software developers. And just the energy that you're going to receive once you join this community, it's going to be motivating, right? A rising tide lifts all ships. You're going to be around people who are certain, serious, and hardworking towards this goal, and it's going to help you to retain some of their energy and grow faster and further than you otherwise could on your own. And the fifth and final thing is you will get access to our network of hiring partners. Over the past 8 years or so, I've built relationships within this industry with companies and recruiters from all over this country. I can't promise you that I'm going to hook you up with a job. That would be foolish. But what I can say is that if I feel like I can vouch for your skills, your character, the type of person that you are, if I feel that you will represent me properly, I can pass your name and information off to the right people to help you get your foot in this door in the industry much quicker than you otherwise would on your own. Okay, so again, this is not for everybody, but if I'm confident that you've put in the work and that you have the skills, I can connect you with the right people. Now, of course, we got to talk about price. And to be honest, it cost me 5 figures to learn this skill set back in 2012. So 5 figures, thousands upon thousands of dollars. And that was not only in terms of the tuition that I had to pay, that my parents were able to help me out with, but in terms of the missed wages, the opportunity cost. I had to quit my job for 9 months and didn't have any income. Okay, and the reality is doing something like that is not realistic for most people. Most people can't just drop 5 figures or quit their day job to go to school full time and help retool their skill set. And most importantly, the people who need to learn these skills the most, the people who are in situations like I was, where you're making a minimum wage or barely above minimum wage, or you have a family to take care of, bills to pay, responsibilities, those type of people it's the most unrealistic for. So I asked myself, how can I give people a world-class educational experience, right? Like the one that I had, but at a price that's really accessible for the average person. How can I do that? That was what I was really struggling with. So what I thought was, what I can do is just cut out all of the BS that's associated with a lot of these boot camps. What I realized is that what you're paying for in that 5-figure price tag is the super expensive downtown office in big cities like San Francisco or Chicago or New York. They're renting out 10,000 square feet in the most expensive buildings. That's raising your tuition costs. You're paying for the 100 iMac computers that they just had to purchase. You're paying for the 6-figure salaries of their staff of 30 plus people. So I thought, how can I cut out all that BS and really invest only in those things that produce that world-class education? And that's why I am extremely happy and excited to present Software Sensei at an incredibly ridiculous price of $39 per month. An accessible price that I believe is doable for each and everybody who wants to understand the skill set, to learn the skill set in the best environment possible for the best value on this planet Earth. Okay, so $39 per month, that is doable for everybody. So if you're interested in taking advantage of this, what I want you to do is click the link below this video right now. Okay, there's going to be a link below in the description somewhere. I want you to click that link. And what's going to happen is you're going to be taken to a page that looks like this, where you can basically see a summary of all the things that I just talked about, understand exactly what's in here, and we'll answer all of your questions. So what you're going to do is scroll down, and there is going to be a place where you can choose the plan that you want. You can sign up for the $39 membership, okay, or you can sign up for an annual membership or a 6-month membership. The $39 membership is just one payment of $39 billed monthly. The annual is obviously one payment of $397 billed annually, and the $198 is one payment of $198 billed every 6 months, okay? The annual membership is the best value because you get basically a membership for a year, but you get 2 months free, so you're only paying for 10 of those months, okay? But I understand if you're not able to swing that today just because of where the times that we're living in right now, that might not be feasible for you. So I recommend if not, sign up for the monthly membership. And when you're ready, just click the one that you want, click the package that you want, and you'll be taken to a page where you can enter in your name, your contact information, and your payment details, and you'll press complete order. And just in a few seconds, you'll be taken to a page where you can get access to basically sign up for your account. When you sign into your account for the first time, this is what it's going to look like. Everything is going to be set out and ready for you, all the skills that you need to know. So your lessons are going to be in here. We have downloadable resources. You have access to the community, the support to reach out to members of my team when you log into those question and answer sessions. Everything is going to be inside, and this is exactly what that looks like, okay? So what I would need you to do right now, if you're still watching this, click the link below this video now. You'll be taken to a page that looks like this, again, and you can basically choose the package that you want. You have 3 different options depending upon whatever you feel you can do at this point, all right? You'll be taken to a page where you can enter your name and payment information, and you'll be logged into the community in just a few minutes. So again, my name is Robert, and I look forward to seeing you inside of this community and for us to work together step by step to helping you to gain a skill set that legitimately is going to change your life forever if you choose to do the work and take the step. Okay, it's that simple and that straightforward. Do the work and you will get the results. This community provides everything that you need, all right? So I look forward to seeing you inside, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.